The following is a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our coverage of Dowling Catholic High School sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Mercy One, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Thank you for supporting Dowling Catholic Sports on Iowa Catholic Radio.
And good afternoon and welcome to Wells Fargo Arena here in downtown Des Moines as we preempt regular programming here on Iowa Catholic Radio to bring you coverage of the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament here in downtown Des Moines, Iowa. My name is Mark Hamadale alongside Scott Babinet, and it's the Dowling girls making their 24th state tournament appearance as Dowling taking on Davenport North. The meeting for the first time between these two teams ever that we know of, and it'll be the 4th seed Dowling Maroons taking on 5th seeded Davenport North. And Scott Babinet, this is the final game in Class 5A this afternoon that started this morning, and CIML is well represented, it looks like, going into the final quarterfinal round game. Welcome, Scott.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be back. It's an exciting day for the CIML. 2 teams in the 3 games have advanced so far, and Dowling has a chance to make it 3 out of 4. So, you had Coach Donahue on the last broadcast filling in for me, and he may get what he wants out of this track meet today.
Well, we're going to find out. We'll catch you up on some of the other games that went on this morning. It was number 2 seed and defending champion Johnston defeating Southeast Polk for the 3rd time this year, 70-48. So Johnston advanced to the semifinals, which begin on Thursday morning. And it was Ankeny Centennial upending number 3 seed Waterloo West by the score of 60-51. Centennial was a 6th seed, defeating Waterloo West, a 3rd seed. So it'll be Johnston and Ankeny Centennial for the 3rd time this year, and Johnston has won both of those matchups. And then in the bottom bracket, that's where Dowling is at. Number 1 seed Pleasant Valley has just beaten 8th seeded West Des Moines Valley, 43-28. So Pleasant Valley, undefeated at 24-0, will face the winner of this game between Dowling Catholic and Davenport North. Davenport North, a very young team. They have a 5 seed. Their record's 21-2. Dowling's record 19-4. But according to the Davenport North folks and head coach Paul Rucker, he said, we're a year ahead of where we thought we'd be, but we won the regional final at Davenport North against a very fine Ankeny team last Tuesday night, Scott.
Yeah, and we got the privilege of watching Dowling play Ankeny twice, and those are both very good games. So this is a good team that the Maroons are facing today, and it's always good to say you're a year ahead of where you wanted to be or you thought you'd be. And so it'll be a challenge for the Maroons. You could look at all the stat lines, and this Davenport North team, they force 13 turnovers a game, 13-plus turnovers a game. They get on the offensive boards well, and those are 2 things we've talked about all year with Dowling. Keep the turnovers down and defend the defensive glass, and that's what they're going to have to do again today.
Well, this is the large court. This is the college court that everybody is playing on. You see 2 lines out there. One is the 3-point line for the NBA G League team here in Des Moines, the Iowa Wolves. The other line is the regular high school line. So I think they removed one of the lines. They had a 3rd line out there a year ago. They took that out. So always interesting to see when these kids walk out here. It's like, which line they're going to shoot the 3 from. But nonetheless, it's a longer court, and depth is a big issue when you come down here. And, poor shooting. Lack of depth can lead to tired and poor shooting, which we saw, I think, with Valley, because Pleasant Valley defeated West Des Moines Valley in the game preceding us, and I thought Valley's depth had a big factor in the game. Either that or Pleasant Valley just forced a pretty good defense and forced them in some bad shots, but Valley struggled to find the basketball in the rim, rather.
Right. Well, Pleasant Valley played a tough 2-3 zone in that game, and Valley seemed to have trouble penetrating into the zone to kick out and get easy shots. And when they did, they kind of rushed. And Pleasant Valley did a great job. Can't take that away from them. And it was just a tough overall day for Valley. And I think in both games against Pleasant Valley this year, they shot terribly from 3-point line. And when you play in these bigger gymnasiums, I always hope that the team would get to the line right away, because you can get to the free throw line, get your shooting stroke going, get the depth of the arena a little bit. And hopefully the Maroons will do that. I'll expect Davenport North to play some zone today. And the Maroons are going to have to be patient, not just settle for the threes right away.
This afternoon's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by our sponsors that have been with us all season long. That goes back to the football season. They include Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, our thanks to Mercy One, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Skeffton's Formal Wear. Mark Amadale, Scott Babinat, as we are courtside here at Wells Fargo Arena, right across from the Dowling bench here on the southeast side of the venue. And it's always nice to be across from the team that you're covering. I like it better when they're the home team instead of the visitors. Of course, our good friends are down there to our right, but that's okay. And it's game's always live streamed, so they do a great job. And this is a pageantry state tournament, Scott. The girls' union does a great job, and we'll see that at halftime between games. They do a good job with really featuring a lot of the Iowa girl and the Iowa events that go on in the high schools. There's choir, there's debate, and that. They feature that, and we're going to see that. And this is only day one. Yeah, it's an incredible event for the state. The state puts it on very well. Really accentuates the value of the leadership that the ladies can provide for now and the future, and really building into their lives a lot through athletics and other aspects of life. You know, as a coach, I always wanted life lessons to come out of the teams that I coach, and hopefully they got that from me. And I know that, with the Dowling coaches that I'm close with, I know that they teach those life events and how it prepares you for life and prepares you to handle the struggles that come your way. And so it's bigger than just this game. It is, and as a matter of fact, the last time you were down here, you were sitting across from us as a coach on the Dowling team, as you were with Coach Meyer and Coach Danner and, of course, Audrey Faber. So You were part of that staff, and now you're over here, Media Row, and you probably heard my exchange with some of the folks in Media Row, who I see once a year, basically. Maybe some of these guys are at football, but we have a lot of fun over here. At least we try to. You do, and you pick up right where you left off if you haven't seen them for a while. But, me being over here, hopefully that's good luck for the Maroons. We're going to find out. Hey, we want to thank Jimmy Olson, our studio producer today. He's doing double duty as Iowa Catholic Radio has their semi-annual fundraiser going on all this week. And, folks, you can pledge your tax-deductible contributions to Iowa Catholic Radio. You can log on. That's the easiest way to do it, iowacatholicradio.com. Or you can call at least till about 5 o'clock, 515-223-1150. We do have some folks there at the studio that will answer your call. And we appreciate your pledge and your support for Iowa Catholic Radio. This is our once-a-year, or semi-annual, as we mentioned, fundraiser. We do it once in the spring and once in the fall. Now, I know it's not quite spring. We have to flip the calendar here in a few days. March becomes spring, but we appreciate everybody because that's how you support Iowa Catholic Radio. We're not part of a conglomerate or a corporate venue like some of my folks here on Press Row and Press Radio are. But we got to rely on your support, and it's tax deductible, Scott. Yeah. Well, we're in fall spring, right, Mark? So yeah, right. Hopefully that benefits the charity. There you go. iowacatholicradio.com or 515-223-1150. And we want to thank Jimmy Olson. He may be the one answering the phone back in the studio. Yeah, there it goes. We're going to take a break and come back with more from Wells Fargo Arena as we preview the final Class 5A girls contest of the day. Dowling and Davenport North, first time these two teams have met. And we'll return after this 1-minute break here on the pregame show on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. David Anders from Called to Communion. Thank you for listening and supporting your local Catholic radio station. Please remember to tell everyone you know about how your life has been impacted by this station. We are all called to share the good news, and you're a part of that effort when you invite someone else to listen and become inspired and formed in our Catholic faith. Your financial support is also vital in this work, so please stay tuned and join in this effort.
Thank you, Dr. Anders. It's the semi-annual fundraiser here at Iowa Catholic Radio, 515-223-1150. Call now with your pledge. We are standing by ready to greet you and to give you a copy of Jimmy Akin's The Words of Eternal Life, True Happiness and Where to Find It, for a gift at any level. And it's only when you call 515-223-1150 or go online at iowacatholicradio.com. We appreciate you being part of the Iowa Catholic Radio family. We could not do this without you. Give us a call now, 515-223-1150 or online at iowacatholicradio.com.
And welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena here in downtown Des Moines. Again, Mark Amadale and Scott Babinat as we preempt regular programming here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network to bring you coverage of the Class 5A Girls State Basketball Tournament here in downtown Des Moines. Today, and into tonight, it's the Class 5As, and this is the final game, the fourth game of the tournament. Johnston defeated Southeast Polk. Centennial out of Ankeny defeated Waterloo West, and Pleasant Valley defeated West Des Moines Valley in the previous games. This is game 4, and Scott, first time these two teams have met. Davenport North and Dowling Catholic, the Wildcats of Davenport North, come in with a record of 21-2. They've won 8 in a row, and they knocked off a very fine Ankeny team in the regional final. Dowling Catholic coming in, they have won 15 in a row, or is it 16 in a row? And 17 of the last 18 games. Dowling's a 4th seed, Davenport North the 5th seed, and the Maroons bring a 19-4 record. So what are some of the things that you see in the matchups between two teams that haven't even scrimmaged against each other that we know of?
Well, I think both teams, you look at them and you think they are mirrored. They both play basically 7-player lineup. The benefit that the Maroons have is their players off the bench seem to contribute a little bit more to the overall cause. Davenport North, their starters, they average as a team 65.8 a game, and 59.6 of that comes from their starting lineup. So Dowling's going to need to really drive them hard today to try to get them in foul trouble and make the bench have to produce for them. But Davenport North has 3 scores in double figures, and another one at 8 and another one at 7.5. So, their starters are used to running and gunning and going, and the reason the Maroons have the higher seed, I believe, would be because of strength of schedule this year. So that gave them the benefit, in looking at that strength of schedule overall, according to Varsity Bound, the Maroons are at 4, and the Wildcats are at 92. And so that explains the difference in the seeding.
Yeah, it certainly does. And for Davenport North, as we kind of brief our listeners on them, they're led by a pair of sophomores who have Power 5 recruiting visits, and they're reaching out. They're only sophomores. Number 1, Divine Burridge. She's a 6-foot sophomore, and she is one at averaging 14 points, 8 rebounds, leads the team with 3.5 assists. And she'll be wearing number 1. Her partner is Journey Houston, another sophomore at 5'11", leading scorer and rebounder, averaging 19 points and almost 9.5 rebounds. So Houston and Burridge are the 2 factors for this Davenport North team that Paul Rucker in his 4th year at Davenport North really likes. But he said they're a year away, and here they are, and Dowling is their first opponent.
Right, and that, here's the thing. Dowling has been here a few more times, and so the girls need to use their experience on this bigger court and being in this arena to try to take advantage of that early and get out to a great start on Davenport North today. And these, you mentioned Burridge and Houston. They're very good players, very athletic. They like to get out and run. They drive. They shoot the 3. But overall, as a team, you can lay off them a little bit from the 3-point line. You have to lay off the right people, but just contest their 3-point shots. They've shot 29% as a group from 3-point line.
And their 3rd scorer for Davenport North, one of the Dowling folks being introduced. They give him the fan of the game. And for the Maroons, that's I just know him as Andy, and he's one of the super fans, I call him, that comes to the Dowling games. And he and his wife, Tara, do a great job. And Andy comes out and accepts the award in front of everybody before we start the introduction. So I got to get that in here.
There you go.
But Olivia McCorkle, a 5'6" freshman, is their 3rd leading scorer. So 2 sophomores and a freshman leading this Davenport North team. And the one thing you face is pretty good defense when you come down here. Longer court, as we mentioned, and depth. And really, Davenport North goes maybe 2 deep. And as Coach Rucker told me the other day, he said we may go 3 deep because they'll come off the bench with 2 subs for sure and maybe 3. So that changes the dynamics. And, you don't know, first time you've met, you don't know how each team reacts, quickness, who's got the quicker players, who's going to be a step behind. We don't know any of that. And who's going to adjust to this arena going from it's like playing at Lincoln or Marshalltown's roundhouses during the season. This is a very open arena, and that affects your sight if you're a shooter.
Right, and that's why I say whether they're playing you in the zone or they go man-to-man, you've got to try to get the ball inside and attack and get to the line, get some easy baskets early and create some pressure on them to produce the other end. I'm confident in Dowling's on-ball defense. They've been pretty solid all year. I know we talked about it early in the year. They were opening up too much, but they really started to play great on-ball defense and closing down and walling off when the drives are coming to the lane. And then the help side, especially when Ellie Muller is in there. She had a tremendous game the other night against Iowa City West with, I believe it was 6 or 7 blocks herself. And so that really helps your defense be more aggressive, knowing you have the shot blocker inside.
Well, it certainly does, and now preliminary introductions are going on. They're introducing the reserves for each team along with the assistant coaches. The starters will be introduced here quite shortly, so we will take our final break coming up. And again, we are breaking into programming to bring you coverage of the Girls State Basketball Tournament here at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. The winner of this game will move on to Thursday. On Thursday, the first game on Thursday, in the first semifinal, we'll have Johnson and Centennial of Ankeny. They'll play the 10 o'clock game, and that'll be followed by the Pleasant Valley versus either Dowling Catholic or Davenport North, and that will be 11:45 Thursday morning. It's Thursday, March 2nd, and if it's the case for Dowling, we'll be on the air about 11:30 on Thursday morning, if that's to present itself. And, of course, the winners on Thursday move to championship night Friday, and that'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off for the 5A state championship, and we hope to be covering the Maroons for another 2 games following today, Scott.
Yeah, it's just been a privilege. We've seen this team really grow up this year. You know, you were talking to someone earlier about how they started the year 3-4, and at one point they could drop out of the top 8, but they really, right before Christmas and then through, they just really came out of it and started improving. I already mentioned it, their on-ball defense got better, their rebounding, their turnovers went down. Their shooting effectiveness has been great this year.
All right, we're going to take a break. Jimmy Olsen is our studio producer. Mark Hemedale, Scott Babinat will be back for the tip-off. Dowling and Davenport North, the final game of the quarterfinals of Class 5A Girls State Basketball. The first, a word from Dr. Dan Ryan, the president of Dowling Catholic High School, and our pregame prayer with Father Reed Flood coming up here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe, and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines, as the tip is up and controlled by Dowling. They go left to right in front of us. Julia Moore with it. Leaves it for Zedeker, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Davenport North basketball. So we're underway with the final Class 5A quarterfinal here at Wells Fargo Arena. Davenport North with the basketball. With it is Divine Burridge. Raya Thompson, number 3, a 5'4 senior out there, along with Journey Houston, a 5'11 sophomore. Burridge and Houston, the 2 leading scorers. Also out there, Kira Taylor, 5'10 junior, number 13. Olivia McCorkle, 5'6 freshman, number 15. Now a corner 3 up and good by Kira Taylor, and we're underway, and Davenport North with the first score. They lead 3-0.
And that was great patience by Davenport North to get the shot they wanted, and Dowling backed off that shot, and she just took it and drained it.
Dowling in the lane. A shot by Moore is no good off the rim, but offensive rebound slapped out to Tritton. And here's Zedeker down the lane. Shot to the left hand, no good. Drew the foul. And free throws coming for Ava Zedeker to set the Dowling starting lineup, and it remains the same from what we've seen most of January and February. Ava Zedeker, a 5'10 sophomore at one guard. The second guard is Layla Tritton, a 5'8 sophomore. She wears number 15. And Julia Moore, a 5'6 senior, wearing number 21, is the third guard. As Zedeker's free throw no good. At one forward, Ellie Olson, a 5'10 sophomore, wearing number 5. And the other forward is Lauren Frericks, a 5'10 senior, wearing number 25. Zedeker's second free throw up and short, off the mark. And the rebound out to Davenport North as Journey Houston corrals the basketball. And the Wildcats of Davenport North in the front court. Coming off a ball screen is Burridge. Kicks it over near side to Mariah Thompson right in front of us. Thompson coming off a ball screen by Burridge, works the right side. Underneath, they attack the glass, layup good. Strong finish that time by Kira Taylor. And she has all 5 of Davenport North points, and they lead by 5-0.
They're just doing a great job of attacking the Maroons.
Now a steal by Davenport North. Down court comes Houston. Underneath her shot up and good. 7-0 Davenport North. And it's all Wildcats here in this first minute and a half of the first quarter. Dowling with the ball, and now whistling a foul called on Olivia McCorkle, the 5'6 freshman, with the first foul of the ball game against the Wildcats.
Yeah, and Dowling needs to do that to start getting fouls called against them to try to get some of the starters on the bench.
Yeah, that hand check foul, that's something the Maroons could use to their advantage. It's 7-0 Davenport North. Dowling with the ball, Zedeker with it, coming off a ball screen by Olson. Now can't get around. A good defense that time. They hedged that screen, did Mariah Thompson. Underneath, they worked the Olson layup up and good. The assist goes to Zedeker and Olson with the basket. It'll count, and a foul on Davenport North, and Divine Burridge, their second leading scorer, commits the foul, and free throws coming for Ellie Olson here.
And they gone man-to-man versus Dowling, and Ava Zedeker did a great job of breaking her down to get the dump off for the layup.
And the free throw up and bounced around, no good. And the rebound, Davenport North and Journey Houston. Wildcats in the front court. Dowling stays man-to-man. And yes, we've seen Dowling pull a zone out once in a while, but if we're going to see that here anytime soon. Now ball screens are set, and now here's Burridge, the free throw line. Her first shot, no good. The first miss by Davenport North. Rebound Olson, and now a hand check foul on the Wildcats, and that'll be on Olivia McCorkle, her second. So off the bench for Paul Rucker in his fourth year at Davenport North will be number 23, Damia Clark, 5'6 sophomore.
Yeah, and the Maroons just pushing the pace there a little bit and trying to get Davenport North on their heels and get them out of their defensive stance, get a draw foul.
And here's Dowling with the ball with 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-2 Davenport North. Moore with it for the Maroons. Out to Olson, top of the key. Left side it goes to Zedeker. Ava tried to get around, a good hustle that time by Davenport North, and that's Divine Burridge. So the two leading scorers are guarding each other here. Here's Tritton in the lane. Or rather, Frericks in the lane leads it for Tritton. It's stolen away as Tritton's pass is picked off by Burridge. Now skip pass over here in the corner to Clark in the lane. Her shot up and no good. And the ball rebounded by Dowling and Lauren Frericks. Here's Zedeker in the front court. Closely guarded by Burridge all the way to the glass. Her shot up, no good, and rebounded by Burridge. Good defense that time by Divine Burridge on Zedeker.
Yeah, she's doing a good job. She's walling off on the drives. Ava usually gets by people.
Now a long three, up and no good by Mariah Thompson, and she launched that from the NBA G League line. Rebound Dowling and Zedeker. Burridge is guarding her. Dribble handoff to Moore. Julie in the lane, tries to leave it for Olson. It's stolen away by Burridge. Outstanding job by Divine. All the way down, layup no good by Journey Houston. Offensive rebound Thompson. And now ball's loose on the floor, body's on the floor, and Zedeker pokes it away into the hands of Olson. What a scrum there.
It's a real physical game going on here. Dowling needs to settle down here and just run some good offense and be patient and find the matchup they want to attack.
Under 4 minutes to play, first quarter, 7-2. Davenport North leads Dowling Catholic. Mark Amadale alongside Scott Babinett this afternoon. And a long three by Zedeker from the left wing is no good. And a rebound out to Davenport North. Journey Houston gets it over to Mariah Thompson. Thompson leads the team in made three-pointers, and she is the co-college grad and now traveling before the shot on Davenport North as Houston did the old bunny hop before she shot after she caught the ball. It'll be a turnover against Davenport North, and substitutions now for Dowling as Olson and Tritton check out. Marin Heller, number 11, a 5'3 sophomore, checks in for the Maroons, averaging 5.5 points, 3 rebounds. And Ellie Moeller, the 6'1 freshman off the bench for the Maroons, averaging 8.5 points, 7.5 rebounds. Moeller wearing number 43. Dowling with the ball, 15 on the shot clock. Top of the key is Frericks. Lauren with it, looks, now gets to Moore. Julia, the other senior, in the lane, has the ball poked away by Thompson. Out to Heller, now to Frericks. 3 on the shot clock. Frericks launches it, it's up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Moeller comes away with it initially. And the Maroons get a brand new shot clock with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, trailing by 5, 7-2. Here's Heller with it for the Maroons. In the corner goes to Frericks for 3. It's off the mark, no good, and she launched it from the NBA G League line. Rebound Dowling.
Yeah, Julia Moore's just doing a good job of hustling, getting to the loose balls.
Underneath Zedeker, and she found Moeller, layup good, and it's 7-4 now. Davenport North with the lead. Now a steal in the backcourt on Zedeker, and she's found by Divine Burridge. So Burridge has picked up her second foul, the second leading scorer for Davenport North, and we'll see what head coach Paul Rucker does here with 2 fouls on Divine Burridge. But all of a sudden the Maroons came out of their shooting funk and got it done through the defensive end, Scott, and that includes the offensive rebounds they had. 2 on that last possession. Zedeker at the line. First free throw good, Scott.
Right, and that's what they need to do. You know, we've talked about this off the side with the game before us, how Valley wasn't able to change the tempo and get it into a more of a fast break or turnover game. And Dowling's done that here with the hustle plays and the offensive rebounds, and now the free throws here.
Both free throws good by Zedeker. She's 2 for 4 at the line. That's where her 2 points are at this afternoon. 7-6 Davenport North as the Wildcats scored the first 7 points. Then Dowling comes back scoring the next 6. Been a game of runs here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines. Mariah Thompson underneath, and she stops, turns, shoots, and it's no good. Rebound Dowling as Frericks and Heller came away with it. And Maroons now in transition. Here's Zedeker with it. Ava down the lane, goes around a defender. Her shot up and good. The basket will count, and a foul on Davenport North. And free throws coming for Ava Zedeker after the made basket. She'll have an and 1.
And Dowling's really settled into their game now offensively. They got the Wildcats in some foul trouble here, and now the attack. And they can't be as aggressive on defense and wall off.
So that foul is on Burridge, I believe. And the free throw good by Zedeker, so she completes the traditional 3-point play. She has 5 points, and it's 9-7, Dowling by 2 with 1:45 to go here in the first quarter from Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines. Here's Journey Houston with it for Davenport North. Reverse the basketball to Maya Arnold, who's in there. She is the second reserve to come in, and now a bad pass by Taylor into the passing lane. Zedeker. Now she gets deflection and the steal. Maroons in transition. Here is Heller with it. 1:20 in the game clock. And here's Zedeker underneath. Can't get off the shot. Now we'll reverse it right side. Underneath Frericks. And the ball is stolen away by Davenport North as Maya Arnold anticipated the pass by Frericks. Underneath is Houston. Her shot blocked by Moeller. Now we got a whistle and a rescind foul on Dowling, I believe. And
Layla Tritton.
Tritton with the foul. Or Frericks. Frericks with the foul. Her first. Now that was Clark that got the foul for Davenport North in the last possession. Now North underneath, and a blocked shot as Taylor tried to take it to the hole. And it's blocked by Muller into the hands of Dowling. Zedeker, the final 45 seconds, gets it to Heller. They work the right side. Zedeker can't get the shot off. Kicks in the corner to Heller, right wing. 20 on the shot clock. Heller goes baseline, leaves it for Muller, layup good, just like Zedeker did earlier. She found Muller. This time Heller finds her.
And Heller and Zedeker are doing a good job of probing the defense with their dribble. They're not forcing anything, and then they're drawing the defense, and Muller and Olsen have been opening up.
Now underneath with the basketball is Houston, and Journey Houston loses it out of bounds, but it was tipped away by, I think, Ellie Olsen with help defense there. It'll be Davenport North basketball, 19 seconds remaining. Shot clock turned off here at the end of the first quarter. Dowling leading 11-7. Largest lead for Dowling is right now at 4 points over North. Here's Thompson underneath. Her shot is partially blocked, but they're going to whistle a foul on Dowling, whether that was a shot or a pass. And it'll be 2 free throws coming for Davenport North here, and that's Mariah Thompson going to the line here, Scott.
Yeah, I think Heller got a little too hands-on with her on that drive.
And the first free throw, good, by Mariah Thompson. It's her first point of the afternoon. She's an 87% free throw shooter on the year. Second free throw up, good. So Thompson hits them both. And it's 11-9. Dowling with the lead over Davenport North. 5 seconds remaining. Heller for 3. Up, good. Now they're going to give it her 2 point. Excuse me. Marin Heller with 2. Now a half-court shot will be short by Mariah Thompson. And we've come to the end of the first quarter here at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. The score, Dowling Catholic 13, Davenport North 9. And we'll return with the second quarter in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Hello, friends. This is Father Wade Menezes from EWTN Global Catholic Radio's Open Line Tuesday. Catholic Radio continues to be a spiritual lifeline for the faithful, the curious, and the searching. Catholic Radio offers something for every stage of someone's faith journey, but we can't do it without you. Please consider a gift to this station at whatever level you are able, and join us in reaching souls, deepening faith, and converting hearts.
515-223-1150. As Father Wade Menezes said, people are being converted to Christ through Catholic Radio. Iowa Catholic Radio exists so that people can hear the Word of God and respond to it. Let's not just be hearers of the Word, but doers. Lives are being saved. Marriages are being saved. People are responding to their vocational call because they're listening to Catholic Radio. You can be a part of building up the body of Christ here during our semi-annual fundraiser this week when you give us a call at 515-223-1150 or go online at iowacatholicradio.com. Thank you.
And we're back here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines. Mark Amadale, Scott Babinett, as we preempt programming here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network to bring you coverage of the Class 5A Girls State Basketball Tournament here at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. It's 13-9. Dowling with the lead over Davenport North. And, Scott, you got a quick look at some of the statistics through the first quarter.
Yeah, Davenport North was 3 for 11 from the field for 27%, 2 for 2 for the line, 6 rebounds, 4 turnovers. The Maroons were 4 for 10, 0 for 3 for 40% of the field, 3 for 6 from the line, 8 rebounds, 5 turnovers.
The fouls on Dowling, Marin Heller committed 1 and Lauren Frericks had the other. Davenport North, McCorkle a starter with 2 fouls, and Burridge a starter with 2 fouls. And now Frericks for 3, top of the key, it's no good. And the rebound, Burridge. And we got a backcourt foul on Julia Moore. That'll be her first. But Burridge in the lineup here in the second quarter, Scott, playing with 2 fouls. And I don't know if McCorkle's out there. Got to check. Number 15, she is too. So Coach Rucker is kind of running the gamut here. Got 2 of his starters out there with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and he ran his zone there and is hopeful that the Maroons will take the bait and shoot the early threes. They worked it down, ended up taking a 3. So Dowling just needs to keep attacking here.
All right, down the lane on first possession for Davenport North here in the second quarter. Journey Houston shot the left hand, no good. Rebound Dowling, and now here's Moore for three. It's no good, and fight for the rebound. Zedeker comes away with it. She took it away from Mariah Thompson. A long three up and good by Zedeker, and the foul on Burridge. That'll be her third. Holy mackerel, and Burridge now talking to her coach. It happened right in front of the Davenport North bench across and to the right from us. And Zedeker will have 3 free throws here, Scott.
Yeah, that's a game changer right there, putting her on the bench probably for the rest of the half. So Dowling needs to take advantage of this.
Lauren Frericks checking out for Dowling, and Ellie Muller back in. So Maroons back to their. You take one starter out, and you take Heller out too. Second free throw good. So it is now 17-9. Dowling, and now a near steal by Moore, and I think Julia, let's see, is going to be Julia or number 15. They're going to call the foul on Davenport North. McCorkle with her third, as Moore and her were locked in. And this is going to be a 1-and-1, I believe. Yep, 17th foul.
Yeah, Dowling's doing a good job of being aggressive to the ball, and in the offensive end, driving, the defensive end, getting to the ball and drawing fouls that way as well.
So Julia Moore to the line, scoreless in the first quarter. 8 points now for Ava Zedeker, leading the way for Dowling Catholic. Ellie Muller off the bench with 4. Free throw no good, and Olsen gets the rebound, but she landed on the baseline. Okay, Marion Heller off the bench with 2 points. Ellie Olsen with 2 points. Layla Tritton did not score in that first quarter, and neither did Julia Moore, and neither did Lauren Frericks. So it's been Muller, Zedeker, Heller, and Olsen with the scoring for Dowling. And now the other way we go with Journey Houston with it. 17-9 Dowling. Maroons with their largest lead of 8. Davenport North, largest lead with 7.
And that's kind of been the constant with Dowling this year. It's Zedeker, and then who's going to contribute that night offensively.
Now underneath is Mariah Thompson. Her shot up and good. The basket will count, and the foul on Dowling. And boy, she was really backing her way in. And the foul will be on Layla Tritton. That'll be her first. And a free throw coming from Mariah Thompson. That's her 4th point of the afternoon. And she's already 2 for 2 at the line. And it cuts the lead to Dowling to 6. 17-11, Dowling with the lead. 6:15 to go, second quarter. Now the and 1 for Thompson. Right-hander eyes a bucket. Free throw no good. Rebound, Davenport North. Journey Houston with the rebound. Now backdoor cut, a layup up, and no good. Maya Arnold in there off the bench missed the layup as she got behind Julia Moore, and the Maroons caught a break there.
They did. They dodged a bullet right there.
Dowling with a little high-low, and now Muller has her shot blocked by Journey Houston, who got up there, and that might be the first time the freshman Muller had her shot blocked all year.
Yeah, she was surprised by that.
17-11 Dowling, North with the basketball. This is Kira Taylor, and her shot up and no good. Ball goes out of bounds. They say it went off of Dowling as Zedeker was battling Taylor.
Yeah, and the Maroons are going to have to get stronger on the defensive end to rebound. They're getting pushed under the basket a little bit, so that's really hard to rebound when you're jumping backwards to get it.
Dowling was 3 out of 6 the free throw line in the first quarter. Davenport North was 2 for 2, and now they lob inside to Houston, and she loses the ball. She came down off balance, and Zedeker with the steal underneath to Moore. Julia now kicks it out to Heller. She'll launch the 3 right wing, off the mark, no good. And Ellie Olsen with the offensive rebound. Maroons a reset, brand new shot clock with 30. 5:15 to go in the half. And it's 17-11 Dowling. Zedeker with the basketball in the 2-3 zone by Davenport North. Now they get the ball inside to Muller, and it's deflected off of her into the hands of Taylor. Now in transition, this is Clark for 3. It's no good. Demia Clark. And rebound out to Dowling. So Maroons with a 6-point lead. We've been on the score for a while. Here's Ellie Olsen with it. In the corner to Zedeker for 3. It's good. Ava Zedeker right over Maya Arnold, and a timeout called by Sioux City North. This will be a 30-second break. We'll keep it here. Dowling opening up a 9-point lead, 20-11. after being down 7-0 to start the game.
Yeah, a 20-4 run here. That's what we want to see. You know, the play before when Eva Zedeker drove and she tried to bounce pass in there to Ellie Muller, I think she could have just gone right over the top for the lob and kept the ball high and gotten the layup that way. So it was a hard pass to handle for Ellie. It was down at the lower knees there, so she could just put it over the top there. And now they're starting to get a flow. Zedeker's getting the flow of her shot. She's in range now, and they're not just settling early, and that's a good sign for the Maroons.
Zedeker with 12 points here in the first half, leading the way for Dowling Catholic. 4 points for Ellie Muller off the bench. And for Davenport North, the leading scorer is Kira Taylor with 5 points. And Burridge and Houston have yet to score. That is their 2 leading scorers for the Wildcats of Davenport North. And out of the timeout, North with it. Here's Eliza Ramos for a shot, and that really gets deep into their bench. That's their 3rd sub that has come in, and her shot's no good from the free throw line. Rebound Dowling with 4.5 minutes to go. 20-11, Dowling over Davenport North. He's taking their time. Here's Olsen at the free throw line. In the corner it goes for Zedeker for 3. It's in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, Heller put back up and good. Marin Heller right on the spot of the offensive glass in the right block and gives the Maroons an 11-point lead.
Yeah, as we said, Dowling settled into this game. It took them a little bit to get used to the quickness and the physicality of the game early on, but now they've settled in and they're making all the hustle plays.
There's Ramos. Over to Taylor for 3. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Ellie Olsen was fighting with Eliza Ramos. And it's out of bounds. And they say Ramos had possession when she stepped out of bounds. So it'll be Dowling basketball. Ramos will check out. And Arnold will check in for Davenport North. Scott?
And we're seeing a lineup here with both Olsen and Muller in together. I don't think we've seen that all year. And they're running this high-low action out of the zone, trying to attack them that way.
Yeah, at the free throw line, you're going to get a lot of options. And now Olsen with it. Underneath, she has the ball poked away. That's what happens when you dribble. You can't do that against a team like this. Taylor with the ball in the front court. Leaves it for Thompson. The leading three-point shooter goes in the lane. Her shot blocked by Zedeker. And the rebound, Dowling. Boy, that was an aggressive move by Ava.
It was. I mean, she was waiting for it there. And just, I don't think anybody expected to get up for that one.
Well scouted. A lot of film work in the last week. And now Zedeker in the lane, and she loses the ball. Try to dribble drive through traffic. Nothing called. Outlet pass goes to Thompson down court. Her shot is blocked out of bounds by Frericks. It'll be Davenport North basketball with 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Dowling 22, Davenport North 11. Mark Imadale, Scott Babinet. The Wildcats had 9 points at the end of the first quarter. They've been held to 2 thus far, with 3 minutes to play in the half.
Yeah, the Maroons now, I think that's 4 block shots for them in this game.
Long 3, no good by Houston. Rebound Dowling. 2 leading scorers for Davenport North looking to score and have been held thus far in check. Journey Houston averaging 19 points. And Divine Burridge averaging 14 points. They lob it inside to Muller, and she has the ball knocked out of her hands. And a foul on Davenport North, and this will be a 1-and-1, I believe, is what Jason Ollins, one of our officials, has said. Yep. So it'll be a 1-and-1 for Muller, who has 5 points. Or check that, has 4 points here in the first half. And substitutions, Tritton now in for the Maroons. So it'll be Tritton, Frericks, and Muller to go along with Julia Moore and Ava Zedeker. First free throw good. Tonight, or rather this afternoon's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Mercy One. A reminder, Iowa Catholic Radio semi-annual fundraiser going on. You can donate to Iowa Catholic Radio. It's tax deductible at iowacatholicradio.com or call 515-223-1150. Second free throw by Muller is good. She's got 7 points, and now we got a whistle and something away from the action in front of us.
Zedeker ran through the screen there.
Foul on Ava. That is her first foul.
It's interesting. Coach has brought in Burridge with 3 fouls.
You see the game kind of slip away. You've got to do something. Either sacrifice a 4th foul or sacrifice scoring. Now here comes Burridge, as you mentioned, in there in the lane. A little run jumper, no good. She couldn't be as aggressive and go and take that extra step because of the charge, and she missed the shot. Rebound Dowling. 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. Maroons up 24-11. Maroons with their largest lead. 20 on the shot clock. Here's Moore with it, looking inside. Now finds Moore at the free throw line. Now to Zedeker, left her alone for three. It's in and out, no good. Muller with the offensive putback, up and good. Out jumped everybody, including Divine Burridge. Let's see if they call a foul on her. The basket will count, and a foul is not on Burridge. Kiera Taylor with the foul. So Kiera Taylor picks up her first foul, but Muller with her third field goal and an and one here. She has 8 points this afternoon.
And that's been some of Dowling's best offense, on that screen and roll, or Ellie Muller rolling down the lane and getting a lot of and ones this year.
And the free throw good. So Muller now with 9 points off the bench. And Dowling with its largest lead of 16 points, 27-11 over Davenport North. And here's Journey Houston back in the lineup. She works underneath to Divine Burridge. Her layup, no good. Well, that third foul has really affected her as she has lost her shooting stroke. Rebound Dowling, the Maroons in the front court. Here is Frerichs with it, high post to Tritton. And now a backdoor pass that was tipped out of bounds. And now the officials are going to work together and say, yes, the ball was slapped out of bounds by Davenport North. If you joined us late, earlier today it was Johnston, a winner in the first game in Class 5A, 70-48. Johnston defeating Southeast Polk for the third time this year. So Johnston advances to the semifinals on Thursday morning, and they'll face Ankeny Centennial. Ankeny Centennial, the 6th seed, upsetting Waterloo West, the 3rd seed, 60-51. So it'll be Johnston and Ankeny Centennial for the third time this year. And then earlier this afternoon, it was Pleasant Valley, the number 1 seed, defeating West Des Moines Valley, 43-28. So Pleasant Valley will face the winner of this game, Davenport North and Dowling, and they're undefeated at 24-0. Now underneath, Julia Moore with the shot that's no good, but it's tipped out of bounds by Davenport North. And 1 second on the shot clock. Got to play here, Coach?
Yeah, I would lob it to Muller.
There you go. I hope hopefully Heller will do the same. And she's trying to, and it gets into Moore, and the shot is no good. Rebounded by Muller, but that is called a shot clock violation. Good to see that rule. Zedeker, who had a breather, gets back in the lineup. She'll replace Heller.
Heller gave some really good minutes there. Her ball handling just changes that, and it gives Zedeker a break, because Zedeker's taking on the toughest matchup defensively, as well as being the leading scorer for Dowling.
All right, Davenport North in the front court. 45 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Wildcats of Davenport North comes in here with a record of 21-2, taking on a 19-4 Dowling Catholic team. And now a skip pass stolen away by Julia Moore that was intended for McCorkle. Underneath, Moore shot no good. Strong rebound that time by Maya Arnold off the bench. And now the other way we go. Layup good by Journey Houston. And that is her first basket at 20 seconds left to go in the half. Their leading scorer finally has scored. And it's 27-13 Dowling.
Dowling's got to be thrilled with the scouting report and how they've attacked those two players, and offensively and defensively.
Now Houston will pick up the foul here as they work the ball into the left block, does Dowling. They get it into Ellie Muller, and the 6'1 freshman is fouled, and she'll have 2 free throws coming. Muller thus far this afternoon with 9 points. And she'll get 2 here, as the first one is no good. This afternoon's game here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, and Dental Associates. Second free throw by Ellie is good. She has 10 points, and she is now 4 of 5 at the line. Now the other way we go with 5 seconds remaining. Davenport North with the basketball. With it is Maya Arnold underneath. Her shot partially blocked by Muller, and that's how the half will end with the score. Dowling Catholic 28, Davenport North 13, as the Wildcats were held to 4 points in that second quarter, Scott, and that basically was 2 field goals for the Maroons. They outscore Davenport North 15-4 in that second quarter, deleted here at halftime by 15 points, 28-13.
Yeah, they've just settled in and started dominating the game and playing their style. You know, we talked about this in an earlier game. When you don't know the opponent, how much do you worry about what they do and what you do? And in this case, Dowling just had to settle in and play their game and get after it. And that's what they've done. I believe they've given up 4 points to the top 2 players there for Davenport North that are averaging combined 33. So if that trend continues, Dowling will run away with this in the second half. But they can't come out that way. They've got to come out like it's 0-0 and keep attacking. And
reminder, we'll go to a 2-minute break here. Jimmy Olsen is our studio producer. We'll go to a 2-minute break when we go to a break here momentarily. But, Scott, to your point, Dowling got out to a 20-4 run after being outscored 7-0 to start the game. It was a 20-4 run, and they may have added some more points to that. But what a way to, dig yourself out of a hole. And we saw this in their regional final last Tuesday night against Iowa City West, where they got, they kind of struggled back and forth, and then they got going. They got their rhythm. And credit Davenport North for playing pretty good defense against the Maroons early. Yeah, and I mean, at first I thought the Maroons looked a little shaken there. Like the physicality and the quickness was getting to them. They had a couple quick turnovers, and then they just settled in, started playing their game, getting touches in the lane, and attacking that way, which is exactly what they have to do to be successful. If they don't do that, their offense gets stagnant. And, once they got settled in, they started getting turnovers, getting on the break and attacking, and that just accentuates their half-court offense. At times they settle for an early 3, but overall the shots they're taking are much better. Well, for the Maroons, Layla Tritton, Julia Moore, and Lauren Fergs have not scored in this contest. The good news is Dowling is up 28-13 here at halftime. And alongside Scott Babinet, Mark Amadale, we're going to take a break here at halftime. We'll take a 2-minute break and return to Wells Fargo Arena. Reminder, the Iowa Catholic Radio semi-annual fundraiser is going on, and you can pledge your donation to Iowa Catholic Radio. It is tax deductible at 515-223-1150 or iowacatholicradio.com. You can log on and do that. And we'll take a break and come back with halftime statistics here at Wells Fargo Arena. Again, our halftime score, Dowling Catholic leading Davenport North 28-13 here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Thank you for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio. Hi, this is Father Fabian Moncada. Would you consider a $30 a month donation?
It's the semi-annual fundraiser, and you can make your donation now by picking up the phone and making the call, 515-223-1150. And every donation made this week during our semi-annual fundraiser is, of course, double thanks to our Challenger Club members, which include Dave and Ann. Thank you so much for being at that Challenger Club. And we also have some people that have made those donations and are taking advantage of that Challenger money, right, Matt?
Including Bruce and Betty from Norwalk, $250. Thank you. And also Leland and Doty from Prairie City, a $50 donation. Both of those donations are automatically doubled, as you said, thanks to members of our Challenger Club.
That's right. So putting those together, it's about $300, which makes it $600, and you can be a part of that too by picking up the phone and making the call, 515-223-1150. Now, something else that we want to share with everyone, Matt, is our what we call a day sponsor.
Yeah, speaking of $300, and that's a monthly gift. With that, you can have a message on Iowa Catholic Radio on the day of your choosing, all day long, for $300 a month or more. You can underwrite a day of programming on Iowa Catholic Radio. If you want to celebrate a birthday, an anniversary, another special occasion, a memory, a milestone, we'll put your message on the air at that dollar amount, at that giving level.
That's right. So that's $300 a month or more to be to underwrite a day of broadcasting of Iowa Catholic Radio. And, of course, dates go fast, so you need to pick up that phone and make that call if that is a dollar amount that you can actually do, which is 515-223-1150. Pick up the phone now. It's the semi-annual fundraiser at Iowa Catholic Radio, 515-223-1150, or you can give at iowacatholicradio.com.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena here in downtown Des Moines as we preempt regular programming here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network to bring you girls state basketball. Mark Amadale alongside Scott Babinet. We are at halftime with Dowling Catholic leading Davenport North 28-13. And Scott, we've just been handed our halftime statistics, kind of mulling that over, trying to balance our books here as we get to halftime. But take a look at some of the score. I'll take care of the scoring, but you have the rebounding and shooting percentages, Scott.
Yeah, the shooting percentages. Davenport North is 5 for 24 from the field for a 20.8% shooting percentage. They are 2 for 3 from the line for 66%. I have them for 11 rebounds. Officially, it's 12 rebounds. And turnovers, they have 7. For the Maroons, they have 9 for 23 from the field, which is roughly 36%. 8 for 13 from the line, which is surprising for the Maroons at 61.5%. 24 rebounds and 9 turnovers in the first half. 10 turnovers.
All right, Dowling leading again at halftime by the score of 28-13 in the first meeting between the two clubs, as Dowling is the 4th seed and Davenport North is the 5th seed. We'll take a look at the first half scoring. We'll start with the visitors from Davenport North. They had 3 players score in the first half, led by Kira Taylor, the 5'10 junior, had 5 points. One of those was a 3-pointer to start the contest, followed by Mariah Thompson and Journey Houston with 4 points each. And then Divine Burridge, their second leading scorer, 3 fouls and has not scored. Neither has Olivia McCorkle, as the Wildcats were 2 of 3 at the free throw line in the first half. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons were led at halftime by Ava Zediker and Ellie Muller. Zediker, the sophomore, with 12 points, and Muller, the freshman, with 10 points. And they were followed by Marin Heller off the bench with 4 points and Ellie Olson with 2 points. As we mentioned before the break, Layla Tritton, Julia Moore, and Lauren Frerichs did not score for Dowling Catholic. The Maroons were 8 of 13 at the free throw line in the first half, as the Maroons enjoy a 15-point lead here at halftime, 28-13. And Scott, while the coaches are in the and the players are inside the locker rooms hashing out strategy for the second half, one thing that Kristen Meyer, the Dowling girls coach, doesn't have to worry about right now is foul trouble. Unlike her counterpart, Paul Rucker, in his 4th year at Davenport North, he's got his second leading scorer with 3 fouls. And his third leading scorer with 3 fouls, and that might be a problem in the second half when you talk about depth.
Yeah, the Dowling coaching staff has to be elated with, those 3 girls for Davenport North average basically 43, 44 points a game, and they have 4 in the first half. So obviously Dowling settled down. I know I've said that a lot, but they settled down. They started attacking, because when this game started, a 7-0 run, Davenport North was all over them. Offensively, defensively, they had all the momentum. They had the quickness. Dowling started going back to what they have to do, which is drive the basketball, get lane touches, create open shots, get to the free throw line. And that's, 13 times the first half is a good number. Now you just need to convert them at a higher rate that they're used to doing.
Yeah, that's there's no question about that, and also the getting caught up in this game. This is the 4th game in Class 5A here this afternoon, the final game in Class 5A, and these teams, both Dowling and Davenport North. I know Davenport North and Coach Rucker said they came in last night. They were at the Iowa-Indiana women's game yesterday. Then they took the bus, got in to town, checked in their hotel in Johnson, and then went downtown and worked at Spaghetti Works, or ate at Spaghetti Works, and we're here all day, so it makes it a long day. But now you're going to make the trip back to Davenport North without a return trip on Thursday. So there's some things they got to get set in place. And, trailing, this might be their largest deficit of the year. I'm not sure. But this could be interesting to see how both teams react. Dowling with the lead and Davenport North having to come from behind.
Right. Davenport North needs to play like they've got nothing else to lose. Just come out, and just attack. Because they do have a quickness advantage. And if they attack the boards and stop fouling, do it without fouling, they'll be fine. I can't say enough, though, about the impact. We talked about this briefly in the pregame about Dowling's bench, and to get 14 points off the bench from Muller and Heller, plus a couple blocks. Looking at rebounds for Heller. Heller had 2 rebounds. Muller had 3. Muller also had at least 2 block shots. So the impact coming off the bench has been tremendous for the Maroons.
Yeah, both teams now on the floor and going through their preparation for the second half. Got a minute and a half left to go, and it'll just be interesting to see how each team goes. We saw both teams go to their bench. Dowling's bench is 2 deep. We know that with Heller and Muller. We may see Macy Harnden in the second half. That would be going to an 8-player rotation, but with Davenport North, they like their starting 5, maybe go 6, because Maya Arnold, number 11, is their 7th player. She got to play. Demia Clark, number 23, another sophomore, got to play. But they had to go to their 3rd sub, and he said, Coach told me, he said, if we get down to Eliza Baramos, then we're really either ahead or behind. And they must have been behind because they were trying to buy some time and fouls, because that was what Davenport North was encountering. They got some wrong people in foul trouble.
Right, and then, exactly when we talked about this early on in the game, that's one of the pressure points Dowling had to attack. And again, they're just doing a good job. You look at the dominance on the board, 24-12. Dowling just, they're playing good on-ball defense, challenging shots. They've dodged a couple bullets with some wide-open layups that just went over the basket. But I've been here for all 4 games today. I've seen that. It's funny what the new arena does to shooters when they're going up for layups and they just misjudge it, even at the layup side of it, especially with the baseline drives.
All right, we'll take a 1-minute break and be back with the start of the second half. It's Dowling and Davenport North, the girls' Class 5A quarterfinals here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines. Mark Hamadale and Scott Babinett. Jimmy Olson is our studio producer. A halftime score, Dowling Catholic 28, Davenport North 13. Back in the second half in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is Aaron Richards from Beyond Damascus, the show where encounter meets mission. Thanks for listening and supporting your local Catholic radio station. Please remember to tell everyone you know about how your life has been impacted by this station. We are all called to share the good news, the gospel, and you are part of that effort when you invite someone else to listen, to become inspired and formed in our Catholic faith. Your financial support is also vital in this work, so please stay tuned and join us in this effort.
If you've heard Aaron and Dan on Beyond Damascus, you know that Jesus Christ is alive and well in His church. It's a perspective that you won't always hear in other media. That's what Iowa Catholic Radio provides. What is that worth to you? Give us a call during our semi-annual fundraiser this week, 515-223-1150. Pledge your support. We're giving everyone a copy of Jimmy Akin's The Words of Eternal Life as a thank you. Pick up the phone now, 515-223-1150.
Listener-supported Iowa Catholic Radio, 1150 AM KWKY Des Moines, 94.5 FM K233BT Des Moines, 88.5 FM KIHS Adel. Online anytime at iowacatholicradio.com.
Underway here in the second half. Dowling with the first possession, and a three-pointer by Julia Moore is good. And Dowling opens up a 31-13 lead over Davenport North. Mark Hamadale, Scott Babinett here at the Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines, as we preempt regular program in Iowa Catholic Radio on Davenport North. Their first possession, and a backdoor cut by Journey Houston, and she gets a nice pass and a shot up and good. That's her 6th point, and it's 31-15 Dowling as we're underway. Scott, in the second half.
Yeah, both teams have run good sets in the first possessions.
And now a steal by Davenport North. Here's Journey Houston with the basketball, and she has the ball poked away by Julia Moore, but poked out of bounds. It'll be Davenport North possession. And what a first half. The Maroons, I think, had their largest lead there at one point of 18 points. With the three by Julia Moore. That was quickly answered by Davenport North. Davenport North, believe it or not, got out to a 7-0 lead over Dowling, and then Maroons went on a 20-4 run in that late first quarter and early second quarter. And now a baseline shot, no good by Divine Burridge, who's playing with 3 fouls. Rebound Dowling, and now Reverse layup, no good by Tritton, but she drew the foul, and this will be on Journey Houston. That'll be her second. And free throws coming for Layla Tritton, looking for her first point. So Moore already got her first 3 points with that three, and now Tritton looking for her first three. And the first free throw good by Layla, so she has her first point of the afternoon.
I believe that's 3 on Houston now.
They have her for 3 up there?
Yeah.
I got her for 2, and that could be. We'll have to check the score. Second free throw, no good by Layla. Check our rebound out to, yep, they got her. That's correct. 3 fouls now for Journey Houston. So Houston and Burridge with 3 fouls each. That's their 2 leading scorers for Davenport North. Underneath, a little scoop shot, no good by Houston. Balls and bodies on the floor, and still on the floor. Nobody's got possession, and Burridge comes away with it. 25 on the shot clock. Now underneath, a shot up and good by Divine Burridge.
Yeah, Davenport North's coming out here aggressive on the offensive end. They're diving for loose balls. They're fighting. They're here for the fight.
That's Burridge's first bucket. So Houston with 2 points and Burridge with 2 points. Dowling with the basketball, leading 32-17. 5:20 left to go, third quarter. Johnston, Ankeny Centennial, and Pleasant Valley, all winners in Class 5A today. This is the final game in Class 5A. And then it'll be the Class 3A games coming up, including number 1 Esterville Lincoln Central and Vinton Shellsburg. Just wanted you to know that, Scott. They'll be the ladies warming up as we do our postgame show.
There we go. I'm not understanding. I thought the shot clock should be reset after a kick ball, but apparently not.
That's in college, not in high school. Only on a foul it's reset.
Okay.
Now, Dowling with the violation. They tried to get it to Heller, and I don't think Marin knew that the shot clock was winding down, and a shot clock violation on Dowling. So turnover back to Davenport North with 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter, 32-17 Dowling. Wildcats in the front court, directed by head coach Paul Rucker. He's a longtime coach at North Scott. He was the assistant there, and they made many trips down here. Now underneath, Davenport North with the basket, and a foul on Julia Moore. That'll be her second. And with the basket is Olivia McCorkle, who sat a lot in that first half. She became the first player, I think, with 3 or 2 fouls, and she sat a lot. That's her first 2 points, Scott.
Yeah, and her coach has to be happy with the way they've come out here and started attacking and using their athleticism and getting to the basket here and getting a free throw here.
And McCorkle makes the free throw to complete the 3-point play, and all of a sudden it's a 12-point Dowling lead after leading by 18. 32-20, Dowling by 12. 4:40 left to go. Ellie Muller in off that last dead ball, and now leaves it for Zedeker right in front of us for 3. It's no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and they say it went off of Muller. And the turnover, or rather the ball goes out of bounds to Davenport North. Dowling picking up full court man-to-man pressure, or at least token man-to-man pressure.
They like to pick up and pick and choose their chances there.
All right, here's Divine Burridge in the lane. Shot the left hand, good. She got around Burridge, or rather Burridge got around
Ava
Zedeker,
yep.
And that's her 4th point. And all of a sudden, Davenport North, there's no quit. Here is Olsen with the basketball. A little high-low, tries to get underneath. And a shot is no good by Muller. The other way we go, and a layup is no good by Davenport North. Missing the bucket was Olivia McCorkle, and she almost had a run out. I think Ellie Olsen, who got the ball at the free throw line, lobbed it into Muller and didn't give her a good look. And Ellie's got to look to score. Or rather, Ellie Olsen's got to look to score before she passes. Otherwise, they're going to drop down on it. And we got a whistle and a blocking foul on Mariah Thompson. That'll be her second.
And that's about the 3rd or 4th layup that Davenport North has missed at point-blank range. And with a 10-point difference, that's huge in this game right now.
3:45 to go, third quarter. Dowling has a brand new shot clock as a foul was on Thompson, her second. And that is team foul number 1, or rather number 2. Now Muller underneath, and she draws the foul. Bodies hit the floor, and a reach-in foul called before the jump ball. And that will be on Journey Houston. And if that's the case, that'll be her 4th. And it is. So mark the time, 3:36 to go here in the third quarter. Fourth foul on Houston, their leading scorer on the bench. And she'll be replaced by Maya Arnold, and we've got a timeout on the floor by head coach Paul Rucker. We may be taking a minute where he's deciding, and this will be a 1-minute break. We'll take it with them. 3 minutes, 36 seconds to go, third quarter, and it's Dowling. The lead has dwindled to 10. Dowling 32, Davenport North 22. Along with Scott Babinette, Mark Hemadale from Wells Fargo Arena. The Class 5A Girls State Basketball Tournament continues after this 1-minute break on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. It's Theresa Tomio from EWTN's Catholic Connection radio program. You know, Catholic radio continues to be a spiritual lifeline for the faithful, the curious, and the searching. Catholic radio offering something for every stage of someone's faith journey. But we cannot do it without you. So please consider a gift to this Catholic radio station at whatever level you're able to do, and join us in reaching souls, deepening faith, and converting those hearts, one person at a time.
Thanks, Theresa. 515-223-1150 is the number to call. You know, one of the ways you can support the Iowa Catholic Radio Network is if you have a business or you're part of an organization to be an underwriter or a sponsor of programming on the network, especially if you're interested in doing business with or being associated with the type of person who listens to Iowa Catholic Radio. Give us a call at 515-223-1150. Everyone who gives at any level this week during the semi-annual fundraiser will get a copy of Jimmy Akin's book, The Words of Eternal Life. 515-223-1150. Thank you so much.
And we're back here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines. Mark Hemadale, Scott Babinette, courtside, right across from the Dowling bench. Underneath is Zedeker. Her shot up and no good, goes out of bounds, off of Kiera Taylor. It'll be Dowling basketball with 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. And foul trouble has plagued Davenport North, and they have their leading scorer on the bench at this juncture of the contest. Dowling 32, Davenport North 22. And Maroons with the basketball against the zone. Here is Moore with it, gets it out to Zedeker. 5 on the shot clock. Try to get it inside to Olsen, and it's tipped away and stolen away by Mariah Thompson. So here's Davenport North. The Maroons come up with an empty possession, as the Maroons have been held to 1 3-point basket and a free throw here in the third quarter. And that 18-point lead is now down to 10. Now a long three up and no good by Divine Burridge, and a rebound Dowling and Ellie Muller. Scott?
Yeah, they're really struggling against this zone Dowling, as they need to get this high post touch and drop down in for a layup, but struggling with the catch right now.
And now here's a shot in the lane by Julia Moore, no good. Rebound, Burridge and Davenport North. In transition, a long three up, no good from the right side by Demia Clark, and rebound Dowling. Here's Zedeker with it. Zedeker down the lane and falls in the lane and shaken up just a bit. Out of bounds, Dowling. And I think Dowling was hoping she would get bailed out, but when you go in there with that reckless abandon, sometimes you're not going to get the call. And that time, I think Ava did trip over somebody's foot, but I can see where the no call was.
Right, she's hurting right now. It would probably benefit her to jump stop there to attack.
Now Moore will set to check in. We'll see who she's checking in for. For Dowling, it's Zedeker, Olsen, along with Muller, Tritton, and Frericks. And I'll pull up jumper at the free throw line, no good. Rebound, Zedeker, 2-on-1. She's got Tritton with her, and the ball poked out of bounds from behind by Kiera Taylor. It'll be Dowling basketball underneath their own basket. And now Julia Moore will check in for Ava Zedeker, who will go out.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the effort Davenport North has come out with. Everything's gone against them in this game in terms of the momentum, the foul trouble, and they're just attacking. They're just staying in this fight, making it difficult.
All right, Olsen gets it in to Moore, and the layup is good. Ellie with a good, waited for the pick and got the assist, and Julia Moore with the basket. That's her 5th point. And Dowling's lead now 12, 34-22, minute 35 to go, third quarter. Underneath is Davenport North, and drawing the foul is Mariah Thompson as she dribbled underneath. And let's see, they're going to get it on Frericks, so Lauren with her second foul. Moore has 2 fouls. And that's the only Dowling players with foul trouble here in the third quarter. First free throw, no good by Mariah Thompson, who has 4 points this afternoon. And this afternoon's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Dental Associates, Mercy One, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Second free throw by Thompson. Rolls around and falls through. She now has 5 points. Substitution, Zedeker back in the Dowling lineup, replacing Ellie Olson. So it'll be Zedeker, Tritton, and Julia Moore, the 3 guards, with Frericks and Muller. Now, nearly a bad pass by Dowling. They get it back underneath Muller. Her shot up and good. The basket will count, and a foul will be on Kira Taylor, the 5'10 junior. And that'll be Taylor's second, as they're going to count the bucket by Muller, and she's really showing her strength. That is her 12th point of the afternoon.
What a great adjustment in there to take the contact, pull away, and then finish the shot. Free
throw, no good. Muller now 4 of 6 at the line. Rebound, Davenport North. Minute 15 to play, 36-23, Dowling by 13. With the basketball is Mariah Thompson for the Wildcats of Davenport North. They come in with a record of 21-2 and won 8 in a row. Dowling's record 19-4, and they've won 16 in a row. The 4th game of the afternoon in Class 5A. All right, 4 on the shot clock, under a minute to play. Underneath, a layup good by Kira Taylor. And that was a nice move at the end of the shot clock. She now has 7 points.
It was, and the side-to-side action really opened up the court for that drive at the end of the shot clock.
All right, 30 seconds remaining. The 22 on the shot clock. Here's Zedeker for 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. Moore has it, and we're going to call a jump ball. Moore attempted a 3 and missed, followed her shot, and worked the jump ball. The Davenport North will take over. Eliza Ramos in there, their third reserve off the bench.
Imagine Julia Moore going after a loose ball.
Yeah. Here's Demia Clark with it in the front court. And they work the left side. Ramos with it, and she's going to lose it in the back court, and that'll be an over and back. And Dowling will have the ball with 10 seconds to play in the third quarter and a chance to run a play here. They're going to get Ellie Olson back in the Dowling lineup. And she's going to replace one. Ellie replaces the other. Ellie Muller checks out. Moore will throw it in right in front of us to Zedeker with 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. 36-25, Dowling by 11. Moore with it. Skip pass over to Zedeker. Fakes the 3, now launches the 15-footer. Good! You don't need the 3 all the time. Hit that 15-footer, and Ava did. And she has 14 points now to lead Dowling.
Just great execution. Layla Tritton set a flare screen for her, and she just opened up, pump fake, and score.
All right. Scott at Babinette, Mark Amadale will be back with the fourth quarter. Our score, 38-25, Dowling Catholic leading Davenport North. We move to the fourth quarter here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hi, this is Ray Guarendi from EWTN's The Doctor Is In. Catholic Radio continues to be a spiritual lifeline for the faithful, the curious, and the searching. Catholic Radio offers something for every stage of someone's faith journey. But we can't do it without you. Please consider a gift to this station at whatever level you are able. And join us in reaching souls, deepening faith, and converting hearts.
As Dr. Ray mentioned, there's something for everyone on Catholic Radio, and Iowa Catholic Radio offers something for you. It's the semi-annual fundraiser, 515-223-1150. Call right now and pledge your support. There's a lot of great programs and other things happening at Iowa Catholic Radio. You can be a part of making that happen at 515-223-1150. Every pledge is matched right now thanks to members of our Challenger Club. As a thank you, we're giving everyone a copy of Jimmy Akin's The Words of Eternal Life, 515-223-1150, or you can go online at iowacatholicradio.com.
And we're back here at the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament here in downtown Des Moines. Mark Amadale, Scott Babinat. Our score as we go to the fourth quarter, Dowling Catholic 38, Davenport North 25. And we are interrupting regular scheduled programming here on Iowa Catholic Radio to bring you this contest as we end the fourth and final quarter, we hope. With Dowling leading, and they have the ball first. Julia Moore dribbles baseline. The ball poked away. Divine Burridge with the steal. Gets it down court to Houston. Now they reverse it out. Three-pointer on the way. No good by Davenport North. Mariah Thompson with the miss. Rebound Dowling. 38-25 Dowling. Now Zediker for three. Right side no good. And the ball slapped around. Moore's all over that. Gets it back. And Zediker again for three. Good. She's not going to miss two in a row from the exact same spot. Ava with 17 points, Scott.
And that hustle by Julia Moore paid off for the Maroons there.
Great hustle on both ends for Moore. Dowling with a lead of 41-25. Back up to 16. Maroons have led by as many as 18. Now on the lane. Shot no good by Taylor. Rebound by the missed shot by Davenport North. And they put it up and in. The basket will count. And a foul on Dowling. That'll be Ellie Olson picking up her first foul. As Journey Houston, who has 6 points going into the fourth quarter, with a chance for an and one here. She now has 8 points.
Yeah, that's just a good attack finish.
Houston eyes the bucket. Right-handed free throw. Good. They hit the dead spot on the rim. Stopped. Spin and all. Kind of sat there and then rolled back through. And it's 41-28. Dowling with the lead. Zone defense by Davenport North got more aggressive. Here's Frerichs with it in the free throw line. Underneath to Zediker, and she worked her way into a double team out of bounds, and they say it went off of Kira Taylor of Davenport North. And Ava's been bottled up a few times this afternoon, Scott, and you know, that's just understanding Davenport North's bringing a different type of defense, something they haven't seen.
They are, and in that offense there, when Lauren Frerichs gets the high post right in the center there, she should just attack that.
How about that inbounds play? They look everybody off, and here comes Zediker down the lane, and her layup is good. 19 points for Ava Zediker.
And what Ava did there, that's what Lauren should do when she catches there.
43-28, Dowling with the lead. 6.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. In the lane, a spin shot by Burridge is blocked by Moeller into the hands of Zediker. Down court to Julia Moore. Julia underneath, her shot up and in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound and still fighting for it. Bodies on the floor, and we got a jump ball called. And who's at the bottom of the pile? Julia Moore. Unbelievable. Possession error will favor Davenport North. And she's got to feel, well, frustrated because she had the ball and it rolled around the rim and then it got spit out.
Yeah, I mean, I used to call her the human floor burn, or the, you know, we didn't need to mop up the floor because she slid on the floor. She's always on the floor getting after the loose balls.
Officials hold up play for the shot clock to get reset, and they do. So Davenport North will dribble it up. Divine Burridge along with Olivia McCorkle in there. Also in there, Kira Taylor, who sets the ball screen. Mariah Thompson. And now underneath, a shot up and good by Journey Houston. The basket will count, and Houston will chance for her second and one here in the fourth quarter. Foul on Dowling. That'll be on Frerichs, her third.
Yeah, she's coming to life here in the second half. It's a hard guard, and she's just attacking, getting the lane. But that's a result of their movement on offense.
Free throw coming, and it's good by Journey Houston. 2 for 2 this afternoon at the line. Houston, 8 of her 12 points here in the second half. 43-31, Dowling by 12. Here's Tritton with it to Heller, who's in the lineup now for Dowling. So Heller and Muller off the bench for the Maroons, as Moore is on the bench, and Ellie Olson on the bench for Dowling. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Heller with it, gets it to Frerichs, to Tritton. Looking inside to Muller, can't get it to her. 5 on the shot clock. Heller in the corner to Zediker. Corner three up, off the rim, no good. Tipped by Muller, no good. Ball slapped around and out of bounds. It'll be Davenport North basketball. Maroons got the shot they wanted at the end of the shot clock. credit them for taking time off the clock, and we've got a full timeout called by Dowling. So we'll take one ourselves with 5 minutes, 14 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. And it's Dowling 43, Davenport North 31, here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Hi, this is Cy Kellett from Catholic Answers Live. Catholic Radio continues to be a spiritual lifeline for the faithful, the curious, and the searching. Catholic Radio offers something for every stage of someone's faith journey, but we can't do it without you. Please consider a gift to this station at whatever level you are able, and join us in reaching souls, deepening faith, and converting hearts.
As you just heard Cy mention, Catholic Radio is extremely effective in proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ, and everyone needs that. That's why we're here at Iowa Catholic Radio, 515-223-1150. It's the semi-annual fundraiser, and we are asking for your prayerful support. Your money is doubled right now at 515-223-1150. This week is very important for us. We're asking for your help. Any gift at any level, we're giving you a copy of Jimmy Akin's The Words of Eternal Life, True Happiness, and Where to Find It. 515-223-1150. That's 515-223-1150. Or go online at iowacatholicradio.com and make your pledge right now.
Welcome back to the Girls State Basketball Tournament here at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. Mark Amadil, Scott Babinat. And 5 minutes left to go now in the fourth quarter. 43-31, Dowling by 12. And Davenport North in hurry-up mode as they attack the glass. A shot off the glass, good by Journey Houston. And she has cranked it up here in the second half. She has 10 of her 14 points in the second half, Scott.
Yeah, she's doing a great job attacking. The Maroons are having a hard time containing her right now.
Cuts the Dowling lead to 10. Maroons with the basketball. Heller for three. Up good from the left baseline right in front of us. Marin Heller with her 7th point. And it's 46-33, Dowling by 13. 4.5 minutes remaining, fourth quarter, Scott.
Yeah, and they just adjusted their positioning on the zone offense there to get that open shot.
Now, a shot by Davenport North, no good. They get the offensive rebound. Put back no good by Thompson, and now she finally gets to go. Mariah Thompson, 5'4" senior, offensive rebound, the shortest gal on the court, and scores. That's her 6th point.
They're not going away.
Check that, her 7th point for Thompson. She has a free throw in the third quarter, and it's 46-35, Dowling by 11. Zedeker.
The Maroons need to get something there in the high post there, Mark.
Zedeker, Heller, Tritton, the three guards. Heller with the basketball. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Rolls around, no good. Tipped by Frericks, no good. Ball comes out, and Heller comes away with it. Lisa for Zedeker on the baseline. Her shot up and good. Ava Zedeker with her 21st point. And it's 48-35, Dowling by 13. 3:20 to go. And now all the way down court. Layup is short by Burridge. Rebound Dowling and Muller. And they're not calling a set play. They're just letting Burridge and Houston just take the ball and go to the hoop.
Yeah, they are. And you know, Dowling backed off that and challenged that shot, and it just rolled off, fortunately for them.
There's Tritton at the free throw line. In the corner, it goes to Frericks. Her three-pointer no good. Rebound out to Davenport North, and Houston underneath. Her shot no good, and Tritton with the foul. And free throws coming once again for Journey Houston. Layla with her 2nd foul. With 2:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. Maroons by 13.
Maroons need to keep their offense running so that when they're going to take their shot, their feet are set. That last time, Lauren's feet weren't really set the way she likes. Too close together, came up short there. So, you know, when they're running that, move the ball, get a touch in the high post, either attack there or then kick. And then you can get another drive off that like they did when they got the three-pointer for Heller.
Tritton and Frericks check out of the lineup. 2nd free throw is no good by Houston. Rebound Dowling. Here's Olsen back in to Zedeker for 3, rolls in and out. No good. And the rebound out to Taylor and Davenport North. Outlet pass goes to Burridge. She goes down the lane again. Her shot up and good. Timeout Davenport North. Burridge with her 6th point. And this will be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 2 minutes, 31 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Dowling Catholic with the lead over Davenport North, and we'll return to the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament after these messages here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Hey everyone, this is Al Cresta from Cresta in the Afternoon. Thank you for listening and supporting your local Catholic radio station. And please remember to tell everyone you know how your life has been impacted by this station. We're all called to share the good news, and you're a part of that effort every time you invite someone to listen so they can be formed in the Catholic faith. Your financial support is also vital in this work, so please stay tuned and join in this effort.
Thank you, Al. It is the semi-annual fundraiser this week here at Iowa Catholic Radio. 515-223-1150 is the number to call. Pick up that phone. Or you can give online, iowacatholicradio.com. It's the good news that is preached here at Iowa Catholic Radio. Part of the good news this week is your money is doubled. Any gift at any amount, thanks to the gifts from our Challenger Club. 515-223-1150, 515-223-1150, or iowacatholicradio.com. Thank you for your support.
And welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena here in downtown Des Moines. Our score, Dowling 48, Davenport North 37. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. The winner moves on to Thursday morning, and the winner of this game will take on number 1 seed Pleasant Valley, who earlier this afternoon defeated West Des Moines Valley 43-28. So we'll... All right, team fouls. Dowling with 5 and Davenport North with 4. Maroons with the basketball. Here's Moore with it. Try to get it underneath to Olson. It's stolen away by Taylor. And here comes Davenport North. North all the way down. A shot up and no good. Hits the deck. And a foul on Dowling. And free throws coming. So Maroons trying to take advantage when they have the basketball, Scott, to either get a free throw or a basket. And that time it was empty possession. Now a foul on the Maroons.
Yeah, and they're not doing what they want to do. They call it tagging up, which is identifying who they are guarding right away and try to make that drive go wide or change directions. That was just a straight line drive all the way down the court there.
Taylor at the line. Kira, 5'10 junior, has 7 points, misses the first free throw. This afternoon's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Taylor hits the second free throw. She now has 8 points. Full court pressure by Davenport North. Dowling by 10, 48-38. Minute 50 to go. We don't know. We don't need a late heroics by like the Iowa Hawkeye men did on Saturday afternoon, coming from behind to get the win over Michigan State.
The crazy weekend of basketball.
Wasn't it?
That was.
And all those three-point shots you work with Caitlin Clark paid off, Scott, I see on Sunday.
A lot of rebounding.
Yeah, a lot of rebounding. Underneath, Moeller with it. Her shot blocked out of bounds by Burridge. That might be the second shot that she's had blocked. And that's Moeller, Ellie at 6'1", Burridge at 6 feet, blocking the shot out of bounds. Dowling basketball with 25 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Minute 40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bruins will inbounds. Looking to get it to Heller. And they find Zedeker. Zedeker dribbles baseline. Somebody forgot all about her, and that was Burridge. Layup good, as Zedeker went right around everybody to collect her 22nd and 23rd point.
Yeah, if they're going to guard her with Burridge, she has to attack there.
On the baseline. Shot no good by Davenport North. Kira Taylor out of bounds to Dowling as it was slapped away. They got their free throw team in, I can see. Heller, Moore, now a timeout. We'll keep it here with 1:19 to go. Dowling 50 and Davenport North 38. Here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Mark Amadale alongside Scott Babinat. Our thanks to Dental Associates, Mercy One, and the Catholic Tuition Organization for supporting our broadcast all season long. And Coach Babinat, thank you for being part of our broadcast throughout most of the season. That guy on the baseline, who I got to really wonder how he got that media pass, Tom Donahue, had to sit in for you, I think, one time this year with a family emergency. I'm glad everything worked out. But, Tom Donahue, who now goes from color commentator, from coach to color commentator to now photographer. I don't know how he does it.
candid camera right there.
Candid camera, yeah.
He's laughing at us now. They're on the baseline, relaxing.
What's going through in the huddle over there with Coach Marr and the Dowling girls?
Well, they're going to talk about how to break down the pressure they're going to face. And as I said before the last timeout, if Zedeker has Burridge on her and the opportunity to drive, she has to do it, because that does two things. It gives an easy basket because she can't challenge as well, or Burridge gets a foul and she's out of the game, and it helps them. But you want to come strong to the ball here.
Reminder, the Iowa Catholic Radio semi-annual fundraiser is going on right now. You can donate online at iowacatholicradio.com. Your donation is tax deductible, or 515-223-1150. Now, there is a way to break the press. Dowling all the way down court. Zedeker with the basket, her 25th point, and it's 52-38 Dowling. Now a long three, no good by Burridge, as Davenport North has the basketball. Heller with the rebound, and she's fouled in the backcourt by Ramos. So Eliza Ramos with her first foul, and they had some fouls to give. That is the 16th foul on Davenport North. So technically one foul to give here. Full court pressure by North. They get it to Muller. Does Dowling. Runs across the timeline. Here's Moore with it. Julia looking for help. Gets it to Frericks. So Zedeker, Heller, Moore, the three guards for Dowling, with Frericks and Muller in the posts. Here's Heller off a ball screen. Gets in the corner to Moore. Julia for three. It's off the back iron. No good. Rebound Zedeker. Brand new shot clock for Dowling. 35 seconds left in the game. 30 on the shot clock. Another opportunity here.
Yeah, they don't even have to score here. They could just take the turnover and basically end the game.
And let the shot clock end. The problem with letting the shot clock go out, whoever's holding the ball gets the turnover.
Well,
I've seen that in college way too much. They play hot potato. Yeah. They don't want to score. Zedeker with the free throw line. Now spins, gets in the corner to Heller for three with 5 in the shot clock. It's no good. Muller with the offensive putback. It's no good. Rebound, Frericks. The Maroons don't have to score. 2 seconds to go. That'll do it. Dowling a winner. 52-38 the final. Dowling Catholic advances to Friday morning, and they will take on number 1 seed Pleasant Valley. What a game we saw here this afternoon, as Class 5A is now complete with the quarterfinal rounds. Johnston and Ankeny Centennial, the 10 o'clock game Thursday morning, and Pleasant Valley and Dowling Catholic, the 11:45 game Friday morning. And we'll have the game Friday morning here on Iowa Catholic Radio, as the Maroons now improve their record to 20-4 on the season. Davenport North completes their season with a record of 21 wins, 3 losses, and that snaps an 8-game winning streak for Davenport North. The Maroons increase their winning streak, Scott, to 17 in a row.
Yeah, and it wasn't always pretty at times, but, you know, one of the things you always say when you get to tournament play is to survive in advance. And, again, they just did a good job. They got down, they fought back, got their lead, and then they maintained that distance the rest of the way for the most part and finished it off with 2 offensive rebounds here to run out the clock.
All right, we'll take a 2-minute break to get our statistics and scoring all set. We want to thank Jimmy Olson for being our studio producer. We'll come back for our final segment, the post-game show, and I believe once they get done with activities and ceremonies on the floor right now, as they recognize both teams, as Davenport North will get their participation award for advancing to the girls' state basketball tournament. Julia Moore is going to sign and put the tag up there. It says Dowling Catholic moving into the semifinals as the Dowling girls celebrate on the floor. And again, our final, Dowling 52, Davenport North 38. Mark Hamadale, Scott Babinett. And we'll be back with the post-game show after this 2-minute break here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
It's the semi-annual fundraiser, and you can be part of our family by making a donation now by picking up the phone, 515-223-1150, and your donation is doubled. So if you can do $30 a month, thanks to our Challenger Club members like Julie from West Des Moines, and also Jeff and Madeline, they're both part of the Challenger Club members, your $30 a month becomes $60 a month. And you know what? That also helps with many things that we do around here at Iowa Catholic Radio. But before we get to that, we do have a couple more people that we want to thank. Of course, those are Ed and Tammy from Omaha at $100. Also, we've got John and Mary from Polk City. They were that $1 a day, $365. Now, both of those have been doubled thanks to our Challenger Club members, and you could be part of that too at 515-223-1150. And Matt, there are just so many things that we do throughout the year that when you are giving to Iowa Catholic Radio, you allow us to do that. I mean, one of those is our fish finder that you could find right now at iowacatholicradio.com during Lent.
That's right. Wherever you are in the listening area, you can go to iowacatholicradio.com, click on the fish fry finder, find the fish fry in your neck of the woods, as we say. It's just a nice service that we love to provide. We love to highlight all things Catholic, and that is definitely a Catholic thing, especially during Lent. The fish fries and other meals that happen, the Lenten soup suppers, that type of thing, we include all of that.
That's right, and so many more things like the monthly Man Up lunch that we do and other events that we do throughout the year. That is thanks to your support and keeping Iowa Catholic Radio on the air. So what you can do to be part of that to help us out is pick up the phone and call. Maybe, again, it's $30 a month. If you can do that, 515-223-1150. That's 515-223-1150. Pick up the phone, make that call, or you can also give at iowacatholicradio.com.
All right, welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. And don't forget, your tax-deductible pledge is appreciated. 515-223-1150 or iowacatholicradio.com. Our semi-annual fundraiser goes on this time of year and also in the fall. So hope you contribute to that. We appreciate everybody that has and has listened to our broadcast all season long. Mark Amadale, Scott Babinett. Final, Dowling girls advancing, defeating Davenport North 52-38 as Dowling improves and wins their 20th game of the year. They're now 20-4, and they'll take on undefeated Pleasant Valley. Thursday morning, we'll be on the air at 11:30 with the pregame. Pleasant Valley undefeated at 24-0, and we'll have the contest. In the previous games that day, it'll be Johnston, who defeated Southeast Polk earlier this morning. Johnston taking on Ankeny Centennial. Centennial, a 60-51 winner over third seed Waterloo West. So it'll be an all CIML top of the bracket, followed by Dowling and Pleasant Valley at the bottom of the bracket, as we are anxiously tolling up our numbers from the contest. And Coach Babinett, when I see you writing, that means you're not ready. That's my cue saying I better talk some more.
I was updating the bracket there.
So are you all set with our unofficial statistics?
As close as I can be, sir.
Perfect.
Yeah, Dowling was 19 for 49 from the field tonight for 38.7%. 5 for 21 from 3 for 23%, 23.8%. 9 for 16 from the line. 42 rebounds, 16 turnovers. North was 15 for 51 for 29%. 7 for 12 from the line for 58% with 22 rebounds and 8 turnovers.
All right, as I'm doing the same, trying to get my totals to match. I think they are. And for the scoring in this contest this afternoon here at Wells Fargo Arena, as the 3A group is warming up right now. Esterville Lincoln Central, the number 1 seed, taking on 8th-seeded Vinton Shellsburg. That'll be the game coming up. That's the basketballs you hear in the background as we have the 3A teams warming up. And we'll start with the visitors from Davenport North, who conclude their season with a record of 21 wins and 3 losses. And the Wildcats were led in scoring by their leading scorer, Journey Houston, who battled foul trouble. She finished with 14 points. She had 4 points at halftime and finished with 14. She was followed by Kira Taylor with 8 points. Mariah Thompson with 7 points. Divine Burridge, their second leading scorer, finished with 6 points, all in the second half. Then rounding out scoring for Davenport North, Olivia McCorkle, another freshman starter, finished with 3 points. And the reserves, Demia Clark, Maya Arnold, and Eliza Ramos did not score for Davenport North. They finished 7 of 12 at the free throw line this afternoon. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons had 2 players in double figures, led by Ava Zediker, the 5'10 sophomore, with 25 points. She was followed by Ellie Muller with 12 points. Muller did not start, but came in and pitched in 12 points. She had 10 points at halftime, did Muller, and finished with a field goal in the second half for her 12 points. Rounding out scoring for Dowling, off the bench, Maren Heller with 7 points. 5 points for Julia Moore, and 2 points for Ellie Olson. Layla Tritton finishing with 1 point, and Lauren Frericks did not score. Dowling 9 of 16 at the free throw line in the contest.
We're definitely not ready to see that again. that is they're usually up in the 70s as a team, so that was underwhelming today. So they'll want to sharpen that up.
They certainly will, and I'm not sure if Coach Babinat, yep, he's walking over, so we'll get a chair or two for Coach Babinat, and it looks like Layla Tritton.
For Danner. Give it to Danner.
Babinat. Yeah, Joel Danner is coming over, and we'll get both of them to sit down and put out that microphone. We got to really reach to talk to him.
Good job.
Have a seat, Julia. No, or Lauren Frericks. Lauren Frericks. Danner. Oh, thanks. Now I lost all my stuff. Thank you. And welcome to both of you, Mark Amadale, Scott Babinat, Joel Danner. How do you feel, man? We got to pump. We got to turn that on now. Coach, congratulations on the win. It was a slow start, but a great finish.
Slow start, but a great finish. You know, our girls executed the game plan. We worked on it now for a few days, and they came out and did what they were supposed to do. So, you know, all the congrats go to the girls for the effort they put in the last few days in preparation for this game.
Well, preparation that the coaching staff got. How about this gal here, Lauren Frericks? What more can you say? Senior leadership. Between her and Muller, I think they had more block shots in the last week than I've seen all year.
You know, their defensive is what, you know, Lauren will give it to us in Alley, but Lauren's just really stepped up the game the last month. She really has in all season, but her defense, you know, I know number 5 ended up getting double digits, but you know what? She had to work for everything she got tonight, and that's a credit to Lauren and just understanding her tendencies and what she wants to do on the offensive end. But, you know, the nice thing is that Lauren can come down and hit shots for us. I mean, she struggled a little bit today, but she's that threat. You got to respect her.
Absolutely. Lauren, congratulations. What would it feel like to be on the big court here at Wells Fargo Arena?
It's always great. You know, I'm excited to play another one here, and yeah.
Well, you get undefeated Pleasant Valley, so yes. There you go. Enough said. Yeah. You saw them, how they kind of dismantled West Des Moines Valley.
Yeah.
But what an experience for you as a team. And how exciting was it to sign or put the sign on the board on their bracket board? I know you had Julia Moore, your co-senior. Hopefully you'll be doing that Friday afternoon when it comes to that.
We'll get another one.
Yeah, there you go. But it was tough down there. They're a very athletic team, was Davenport North, weren't they?
Yeah. We knew that we were going to have to fight for boards, keep them off the offensive boards, and boxed out really hard. And I think we did just that tonight.
Yeah, what do you guys think changed? You started off down 7-0, and it looked like their athleticism and was bothering you a little bit, and then all of a sudden it looked like to me you started settling, getting into your game plan, attacking, getting the foul trouble.
Just composure. I mean, the girls understood what the goal was, the end game, and you know we're gonna have those spurts where we struggle to score, but I think we've talked all year about defense travels, and they know if we lock in and play defense, we're gonna have opportunity each and every game, and yeah, so we kind of hung our hats on that, and that's why we didn't really panic. Coaching staff or the players on the floor, they just continued to do what they've done for the last 2 months, and you know the positive results happened.
Yeah, that was great. Could you have in your wildest dreams thought that you'd hold their 3 leading scorers who averaged about 44 to 23 total tonight? Great job.
That's our defense, Joel.
Well, it was awesome. And now the quick turnaround, because now you're playing undefeated Pleasant Valley, and I can't wait to hear the scouting report that Coach Danner and Coach Myers and Faber come up with. Coach?
You know what? I'll send it to you tonight. It's ready to go, my guys.
Wow.
We'll watch this. We'll watch a little bit of this tape, you know, from the Trades game, but you know what? Everything they showed today is what they've shown throughout the season. We've got their tendencies. We've got their players, what they want to do individually. I will be ready to go. We'll implement it tomorrow in practice, and we'll have 2 full days to work on it.
I know this. It's gotten more efficient with you doing it than when Babinat was on staff. This has gotten a lot more efficient, Coach Dan.
No argument.
You got to work with what you're stuck with, and it just happened to show up one day, and I asked Coach Marr, who's this guy? He goes, just work with him. I thought, okay, I can do that, so I did.
Just work with him.
Thank you.
Lauren Frericks, senior year. It's going to finish here, hopefully it's Friday night. I'll miss a Lenten fish fry to do a game Friday night anytime. But your thoughts on being down here, the momentum back in the locker room, being at Wells Fargo with a lot of CIML teams here. Your thoughts before we sign off?
I think we can keep rolling, and I'm excited to end my basketball career in Wells Fargo Arena.
And you're headed to Kansas, is that right? Still official?
Yes, yeah.
That's awesome. That's somewhere where Coach Danner and I are not allowed, is the state of Kansas. So you picked a great university to do that, Lauren. Hey, listen, have fun, work hard in practice, do the scouting reports, and bring it, because Pleasant Valley's good, and we'll be here Thursday morning, breakfast here at Wells Fargo. We'll be here, and we hope to see you and the rest of the team. Stay healthy.
Yes, thank you.
Lauren Frerich's been our guest, along with Joel Danner. Thanks to them. As we got to get back to programming here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, and we appreciate you having you guys on. And final thoughts from you, Coach Babinett, before we dismiss them. Final thoughts from you.
Yeah, I just thought it was a good effort overall, good comeback effort by the Maroons. Like Joel said, the coaching staff, the players didn't panic. They stayed with the game plan, and ultimately it worked out for them. And again, they'll see another team with zone, so they've been playing plenty of zone. I know they don't like it, but they'll be ready.
Well said. Nobody likes the zone unless you attack it and are successful at it. All right. Well, Scott, thank you for coming down here this afternoon. We'll talk to you Thursday morning as we'll have breakfast here at Wells Fargo Arena. I think the brunch is across the street, if I'm not mistaken. I'll try to get a reservation. But,
there you go.
But thank you much.
All right. Thank you.
That'll wrap up our coverage today here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Our thanks to everybody involved, including the folks at Davenport North. Head coach Paul Rucker and their athletic director Jeremy Mosier for helping us prepare for our game this afternoon. Of course, the folks at Dowling, Tom Wilson, Colleen Webb, Jared Herring, all in the Dowling Athletic Office, and head coach Kristen Meyer and assistant Joel Danner and Lauren Frerich for joining us here on the post-game show. We appreciate that. Our next broadcast, folks, will be this Thursday morning, March 2nd. It'll be the Class 5A semifinals. Number 1 seed Pleasant Valley taking on 4 seed Dowling Catholic. We'll go on the air at 11:30 with tip-off at 11:45 Thursday morning, so join us for the broadcast. And a reminder that the Iowa Catholic Radio Carathon, the semi-annual fundraiser that we have during the springtime and the fall, keeps going, and you can donate. Your tax-deductible donation is appreciated at 515-223-1150 or iowacatholicradio.com. Just go online, very easy to do. Our thanks to our sponsors, Covington's Formal Wear, Catholic Tuition Organization, Construction Professionals, Ashworth Vision, Dental Associates, and Mercy One. For Scott Babinett and for our studio producer, Jimmy Olson, this is Mark Hamadale saying good afternoon from Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. The final, Dowling Catholic 52, Davenport North 38. The Dowling girls now with a record of 20-4, and they'll take on undefeated Pleasant Valley Thursday morning. Hope you join us for the pregame show beginning at 11:30 Thursday. From all of us here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled afternoon.
Our coverage of Dowling Catholic sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Mercy One, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Thank you for supporting the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The proceeding has been a Dowling Catholic sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.